Today is 22nd August 2026. For the most part of today, I did absolutely nothing. I laid down in bed and pressed my phone the entire time. No productivity whatsoever was registered here, so check. Um, I laid down because I was tired. I was trying to push myself to do work. In fact, the last 1 hour I've been sending out messages to um, some board members, some just people that I know, and trying to plan for next year. I guess it's not too early to do that because for the work that for what we're trying to achieve for the next fiscal year. Okay, I hope that you can hear me okay. So, I basically just laid in bed and I tried to sleep, and sleep was very far away. Also, because I had this blue light in my eyes, so I couldn't sleep right. And even though I, earlier in the day I forced myself to, go outside, go to work, try to be productive, I was forcing it, and I just realized that I don't know how to just relax and rest on a holiday. Crazy, right? Anyway, that's not what we're going to talk about. Um, Today was basically easy peasy, no hard stuff, no nothing. And I feel like the fact that I didn't think that it was a productive day is the problem, because half the time productivity is measured by the ROI, financial ROI, or like the team spirit or whatever, and it's never measured in terms of how calm your nervous system is. And it should be. It's a disservice that we do to ourselves, where as adults, just working through life and handling our responsibilities, that we don't understand how important is a calm nervous system is to our lives, livelihood, and the people around us. It's just amazing that we have to get to the point where, you know things are falling off the rack and breaking before we realize that, okay, calm down, you need to take some time off. It's and sometimes, let me tell you, the other thing I think about, like, oh, would I be perceived as being weak if I say, well, I'm doing this for my mental health, or I need to rest? As a leader, is this something that people say? I love it when I hear, especially when I'm in like a Wimby's gathering or a Gaia gathering, and I hear women talk about their experiences. The last time I went for a business dinner with Gaia, Mrs. Tara Durtway spoke about how she broke down, and she spoke at length, in detail, about what her experience was. Of course, those details are going to be left out of this video, but I realized that I was on a path, right, on the same path, where that ended up for her as a she talked about her experience, and I could relate. And after that experience, she took some time off. I think she took a year off before she finally retired. And her book, which I got that day, was about, sort of like handing over to the next generation, building beyond you. That's what the book is called. And yes, buy it, read it. It's a good read. I've not finished it yet, but what I've read so far is like, it's broken down very simply into very digestible steps, and anybody can implement, right? So the other thing I was thinking about was, if I'm building beyond me, what do I need to put in place now to be able to be comfortable enough to say, I'm, one, taking a break, two, um delegating more, and three, just knowing that business is being handled and that we're hitting our goals. Like, what are the steps? These are the things I'm thinking about now. So even though I'm resting, quote unquote, I'm also thinking about this, the next phase of the Bedrock Group. That's what happened today. That's everything that happened today. Um, I also realized that once I had my like really good breakfast, this is now off that. Um, I didn't have to eat anything, of which normally when I'm stressed out, I would eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. When I'm calm, my anxiety levels are low. I hardly eat. So I ate a lot of nuts, which is filling as well, so obviously. But I hardly eat, and that's a good thing. That's a good sign. It shows that I'm resting my body and even my gut, right? So yeah, thank you so much. I am Nigerian, currently in Kigali on a holiday, and I didn't go out exploring today, even though I did that yesterday and was so excited. I didn't go out today because I wanted to prioritize my physical health and rest. And so that's what I'm talking about. How was your day? Thank you so much for your compliment. How's your day? I hope that this Saturday, 22nd August, was a fruitful day for you. I hope that you did what you wanted to do. Like you took your life in your hands and were very intentional about it. I hope that you're not just living life in a way that is anywhere belefi. So I will just, whatever fate has for me. Nothing like that. So you make your own fate. You know that, right? So for me, it's really a thing of what's the next step. I'm always asking myself, what's the next step? What's the next step for me to tomorrow? Hopefully, if one I don't find a church to go to, I'll join online, but I will be in bed most of the day. Yeah, that's what a holiday is for, right? I know. And then I will head out um for a walk. Just hello. Hi. And then I'll head out for a walk and just get lost in the city. Yeah. Where I remember to wear very comfortable shoes so I can get lost in the city, buy nicks and knacks and just things to remember this trip by. And yeah, yeah. Okay, I'd love to hear more. But yeah, so I'm going to go into what my anchor scripture is. Whether I'm in rest season or I'm in work mode or whatever mode I'm in, my anchor scripture, something I know for sure, for a fact, I can beat my chest like this, and I know that God has said about me is that He has said, "Look, Onye, I'm making a okay. Oh, thank you." He said, "Look, Onye, I'm making a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Can you see it?" So I know for sure that every day and every way I'm getting better because new things are happening every day. I'm getting new ideas, new insights, new memories that I didn't even know about. That I'm getting benefits of insight, foresight, and hindsight as I am in this present time and day. That my hands are made for war. And so it's both still impossible things are being done. That I'm never stuck, never at a loss for words. I'm never offended. I'm never broken or broke. I have wisdom. Wisdom is my sister. Understanding is my closest friend. When I go out, my steps do not end in dark, narrow passages. I do not waste time making wrong turns. Every step is a blast, is a banger. If I do this, it's bang da da dang. You remember that ridiculous song? I'm sorry for calling it ridiculous. It was funny. It was funny. I mean, right? So bang da da dang. Okay, so that's my confession for my life. I hope that you take a note and you have a confession that you're saying about your life, because what you're doing is drawing the picture of the life that you want to see, and you are manifesting it every day when you wake up. So if in your consciousness you are telling yourself that I will never be stuck, I will never be broke, my life will not end like this, I would accomplish what God has set for me in this life, that I get new ideas and new insights to accomplish my work every day, that I'm productive and at a place of rest. I operate intentionally from a place of rest because God has finished the work. already. If you're telling yourself that, you start to observe things that are in your environment that work together, because it says that your light will continue to shine brighter and brighter. You see, when people are saying that there's scarcity now, it's not just biblical. It's not just by that you know it, that they said it in the Bible. It will be real to you that your life will not is not the same economics that you'll be talking about, because you wouldn't know how supply comes to you. You wouldn't know the ease that you are working with. So my prayer for you is that you find the courage to draw a picture of the life that you want, and the braveness, the brevity to follow it through, that you won't settle for less. And that if you have settled for less, you find the courage to want more and be more and do more every day to get better. That's my prayer for you. And God is able to make all grace, every favor and earthly blessing come to us in abundance, so that we may, in all circumstances and whatever the need, be self-sufficient, possessing enough to require no aid or support, and furnished in abundance for every good work and charitable donation. For some reason, in the past few videos that I wanted to say the scripture, I forgot some of the lines, but that also is an anchor scripture for me, a secondary anchor scripture for me. I will go off now, and I will check back in tomorrow and tell you all about my day 3. Okay, exploring, and I hope you have a wonderful night rest.